one to give one. He comes back with a right hand. Teddy, I'm going to call this one a little baking soda and vinegar matchup. You know what happens when you put those two things together?
Yeah, you get a volcano, and it's going to explode. And I think before the night's over, you're going to see that.
Back and forth they go, each man getting the best of it. 90 seconds to go here in this round. Teddy, you saw that coming. You said he was waiting for that.
Yeah, what he was doing was he was just pulling that shoulder back a little bit, trying to throw that right hand, pull that shoulder back, be a ghost a little bit, disappear on him, come back with the right hand.
Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Tremendous pace being set early on here between these two. Can't see this fight going the distance with this pace.
No, not unless something changes, like moving their heads a little bit.
Oh, and they decide to trade there. Yuriorkis Gamboa's mouth is bleeding badly. Nowhere close that punch by Manny Pacquiao. He's showing what a skilled fighter he is with this counterpunching. End of round one. Let me paint this picture for you. You got to figure out a strategy, and your fighter's down to one eye.
I hope that he read some history books, or he watched a movie named 300. You saw that movie, didn't you? Great movie about the Spartans where they were outnumbered, and they had to get the terrain right to fight the fight. They had to get into the mountains where the greater forces, the great army, could not be the great army. They could not get in there and battle where they could take advantage of their superior forces. That's what he's got to do. He's got to move the fight into a portion of the ring where he will not be vulnerable on that side.
Well-targeted two-punch combo by Manny Pacquiao. Pacquiao's movement helped out there. He avoided that punch. To the head he goes with a left hand. Digs in with a good solid uppercut after taking a shot. Right hand downstairs. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Yuriorkis Gamboa. Wow! Not a good sign. He goes to the canvas for the first time tonight. Yuriorkis Gamboa's rising back up. That takes some guts. Goes up top with a right hand. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Gamboa's punch is... Oh! He goes down. Oh, he may be close here. Can he survive the round? Give him a lot of credit for even getting up from that knockdown, but he still has to impress and move forward here.
Yeah, I applaud him. I give him credit, but I also recognize that he's in good shape. That's one of the reasons he got up.
He's going to come forward. Keep that jab moving. Keep him away.
And round number 3 is underway. Oh, he took some. Manny Pacquiao's in a tough spot right now. Boy, he got rocked. Good job protecting himself. Pacquiao steadies the ship here now. Boy, he was hurt, but right now, back to what he's used to being.
Yeah, but he better be careful about what he was used to being, because that's what got him in trouble. Being a little too offensive-minded, getting a little greedy.
Manny Pacquiao's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. This is just beautiful to watch. Watch how he just links one to the next, Teddy. A beautiful sequence, almost like musical notes being played.
Well, exactly. It's a nice tune because it just follows. One, as you said, follows the other. Nice and smooth.
Fine-looking right hand by Yuriorkis Gamboa. Gamboa with a big left. And he ties up on the inside. Pacquiao swinging and missing like he's at bat right there. That punch was no. And all of a sudden, what a big shot. Knocked down again. Unreal.
Now you gotta wonder what the corner's thinking. Are they gonna stop this?
Fight is over. Pacquiao's corner is already celebrating. His opponent unable to beat the count. Manny Pacquiao's able to come up.
I'm accustomed to walking through customs with a lump sum in pocket. This is that not shit. This is that black still in the game without an accomplice. On a conquest with comments that cause conflict. Who cares? Could hate, but you can't debate when the truth's there. And the truth is the black's the truth, yeah. And why the proof's there, just call him the new tear. That has
Hi, everybody. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. Good evening and welcome to London, England. We're at the Royal London Theatre for our main event of the evening. 10 rounds of heavyweight action. Great atmosphere here tonight. You talk to everybody ringside, and they expect this one to be a barn burner.
Lennox. And his opponent across the ring, hailing out of Brooktown, the blockbuster, Marciano.
Remember, guys, obey my commands at all times. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch him up.
Round number one is now underway. All the talk is done. It is simply time to fight.
Watch the hook, come on.
Oh, you see him with the left of the head there? Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Lennox Lewis. He brings an uppercut that really does damage there. Good accuracy with that uppercut. Big, tall Lennox Lewis facing the shorter man here.
Well, it's going to be up to Lewis now not to allow the shorter man to get into the places, the geography where he can use that asset. Make him pay a price on the way in.
Need to keep that head.
He scored well after being hit himself. Lewis's defense is now serving him well. Nice job blocking that punch. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. Lewis's blocking ability is doing well for him there.
Head movement, head movement.
And a right hand lands flush. What do you look for here out of the referee? What should he be looking for so that he knows, hey, listen, it's time to stop this fight. The cut has gotten so bad.
Well, first of all, he's looking at where the blood is flowing from. It's above the eyes, so it's going down. It's impairing the vision. So that's going to get the referee's attention, and he's going to eventually bring the doctor up into the corner.
Will you look at this? Look at this pace that these two are fighting at so early in the fight. Teddy, each man must have been determined to think they can get the other one out of here early.
Yeah, I want to see who blinks first, though. That's what's interesting to me. Who changes? They can't both keep this up.
Committing to the combo now, both land.
Do that one more time.
Here we go, round 2 is underway. That straight right, unable to connect. Good left there. Good step back, counter punch there.
Beautiful.
Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand.
Move your head.
Well, he must have a real bad cut inside his mouth because there's a lot of blood now starting. He is damaged badly there. Solid. That shot crashes in, and now he crashes to the canvas.
You get lazy with your jab, you get sent to the canvas.
Lewis goes down and now rising to his feet.
Now he can only hope that he can survive, get back to his corner, and get information he needs. Information that will tell him why he was put on the floor.
Halfway through round number 2. Oh, that was good right there. You're seeing some smart boxing by Lennox Lewis.
Yeah, a little step to the side, break up the pressure, and at the same time put yourself in a position where you can catch him a clean shot.
Lennox Lewis is tagged. And right from the start, he's throwing the power punches and landing them.
I think he has a date and he wants to get to it.
There's Lennox Lewis with a signature right hand. Range. Solid uppercut. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Good strong jab by Lewis. Final 10 seconds of round number 2. Good flush shot upstairs. Blocking a score. And that's the end of round 2.
Keep it up.
Teddy, let's discuss what's going on right here. His eye is completely swollen shut. What is the concern with the referee in the ringside position?
Well, right now they're worried about the welfare. You know, not just about tonight, but the future of this fight and what damage he will take now because he can't see correctly. It's their job to protect the fighter.
Lewis is now seeing his own blood, and it's coming from his mouth.
Watch the hook. Watch the hook. Come on.
Effective counter punching. Blocks it away. Overhand right. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect.
Come on, keep working the body. Keep working
Scores
the body.
up top with a left. Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own. Beautiful game plan there. Out from range and into the power.
Just the way he and his trainer drew it up on the chalkboard.
Finish with the hook.
That was not well targeted by Lewis.
I need to see some head movement, boy. Head movement.
Blocks that punch. He's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. And the bell rings, signifying the end of the round. Interesting early rounds of this fight. Lewis is up 2-1 on your scorecard, Teddy. What do you like about him so far?
Well, I like the fact that he's busier, but I also like the fact that when he's not working, he gets out of range and he doesn't allow his opponent to win. That's why I got him winning.
Teddy, you've been in this spot before as a trainer. Your fighter gets rocked, and then you got to make a decision. Do we stick with the game plan, the style, the way that we were, or do we make a complete adjustment? Which way do you go?
Well, the first thing is obviously you make sure the guy's all right to send him out there. Then when you send him out there, you better send him out there with something. You know, you don't send the guy out into the cold with no coat on. So you better send him out there with some advice. You definitely make a change so he can feel confident that it's not going to happen again. You make an adjustment.
And you can see he's done just that. And now committing to that midsection as the target with the combination punching. Do you see any way in which he can take his opponent's aggression and turn it against him?
Yeah, the perfect way. I mean, boxing 101, counterpunching. You got a guy coming at you, no better way than to change his mind. Make him miss, make him pay.
Doubling up the jab now. Lennox Lewis is able to avoid that punch. And now he's targeting upstairs.
Hook off the jab. Watch that.
Nice work with the left hand. Fires off that hook.
Good job, champ.
Oh, he just misses with that headshot. He gets to him with an uppercut. Oh, man, he is solid. Oh, this is going to be close. He may be able to survive the round, but he has gone down now.
4, 5.
Champ's working real.
Round number 5 has arrived. Scored well upstairs with the right hand. Now he ties up there. I like that step back right there. Just enough to be out of danger, but still close enough to then land the counterpunch.
Well, that's what happens when you have that kind of experience. You're calm enough to know that range. Know where the beginning of the punch and the end of the punch is.
Finish with the hook.
And now he brings the left hand upstairs. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Lewis's eye is an absolute mess. That cut is really a major issue. Now, if you're his opponent, it's got to be the primary target, right?
Yeah, in a way, but you don't want to get carried away where you're just aiming at one thing. You want to throw your punches. You don't want to go out there now, you know, start chucking for an exact spot there. You get caught up too much in that. If it's going to land, it's going to land in that area, and the damage will be done.
You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. He is not in good shape. He could be on the deck in moments. Oh, he's hurt right there. He is hurt. Oh, a big shot comes home for him. Wow, is this good stuff? What good stuff? He just scored the knockdown after being knocked down earlier.
Joe, that's incredible. And the knockdown earlier actually set up this knockdown because his opponent, he got a little reckless, a little careless.
Still no defense out of him. Still no ability to stop this onslaught. He's taking serious damage.
And you got to worry about his future because the damage he's taking right now for tonight, okay, we understand that, but how is this going to impact him for the future? That's where you're starting to get into a danger zone right now.
And round 5 comes to an end. Both these guys with swollen eyes, faces cut up. They are spray painting this ringside area red, Teddy.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. I mean, it looks like a carnival, but there's nothing funny going on in that ring.
He's just having his way on the outside against the guy that can't afford to stay there.
No, he has to find a way to get inside. I have a little advice for him. Start moving your head and start working your way in without catching the punches on the way in.
Good looking right hand after he got hit. And banging away he goes. And he crashes to the canvas once again. He's gotten up before. What about this time?
2, 3, 4, 5.
So he is able to get up to his feet after that knockdown. But Teddy, it's what's ahead that's the problem.
Yeah, we're getting a peek right now into his heart, into his soul.
Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. And now just wasting away some time with that clinch. There's a good right hand.
Okay, now get your hands up. Get your hands up, that's it.
And now he's targeting upstairs. Oh, he is stunned. He could go down. Lewis is hitting the mark right now. How precise was he there with that three-punch combo? Big, big shot comes crashing home. Unbelievable. Just the barrage continues. He's knocked down again.
But his desire and heart is just as strong as it was before.
He went down from a big shot. Now he's got to have some big guts to move along.
You're going to find out exactly.
Oh, that's got to hurt. Can he beat the count? I don't think so here, Teddy.
Now I know where they got that saying, falling like a sack of potatoes.
2, 3, 4, 5.
That's it. The fight is over. Lennox Lewis is in prime form. Power surge here. Knockout winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, by way of knockouts, the winner, Lennox Lewis.
That's what you want to see, a guy who can close the show and finish with style. He ends up a knockout victor tonight.
And that's what his trainer wanted. His trainer was even telling him, step it up a little bit.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Good evening.
from the London
I roll with clever bras with goals like better robs, seeking better jobs instead of running scams like.
Well, they've been waiting for this moment, and now they get it.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the
Everybody's been waiting for these two to meet up. Now they do, as round one is underway. Back to basics here, as you can see the jab becoming a key instrument for him.
Boxing 101. You have an opponent walking in. You want to stay on the outside? Use that jab.
What are some of the adjustments that can typically be made halfway through a matchup like this of speed versus speed?
Just to remind your charge, your fighter, that, hey, there's a lot more to this world, to this fight than just speed. Why don't you start doing other things? Why don't you start feinting a little bit? Get the guy out of position a little bit. Get him into false moves.
A stinging uppercut by Lennox Lewis. Trying to go downstairs, but off target. Halfway through round number one. Teddy, he did a smart thing right there. Just created enough space and then landed the counter punch.
Looked like the will of the wisps, the old great Willie Pep. Made him miss, made him pay.
Parries that punch away. He scores with the left.
You got this one all day, all day.
Good exchange. He fires back. Targets his opponent after blocking a shot. Rock'em sock'em robots right from the start here, Teddy.
No defense, just pure offense.
Lennox Lewis has got a cut. It looks like it's below the eye on the cheek, but it's something that needs to be monitored. jab off for him here.
And the victory.
It's as simple as that.
It sure is.
And that's the end of round one. He can't see out of that eye, Teddy. It is swollen shut, and now the ref is taking a look.
And he should be taking a look, and I think he's going to bring the doctor up pretty soon to look at it himself.
Right to the head with that right. You can see a trickle of red coming from his mouth. Lewis is making for a tough target there. He gets away from that punch. Good right hand. He fires off the combination there, and it lands.
Keep moving your head. Come on, keep moving.
And that's what fighters do. Pulls the trigger right away after taking one. Not hitting his mark there, going upstairs. Up top with the right hand. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Lewis's movement's really helping him out, avoiding that punch. That's a good left hand by Lennox Lewis. Lewis is showcasing one of the best weapons you can have, especially early on in a fight, to set the tone, and that is the jab.
Yeah, and he's shown that it does more than just set up other punches and, just, snap your head back. It disrupts everything. It just throws the other guy's rhythm off, and that's what he's doing a good job of.
And now he's acting like a fighter, coming back with the right hand after getting scored upon. And now he's targeting upstairs. And we come to the end of round number 2. Teddy, I'm looking at that cut as he's in the corner now, and it doesn't look good at all. Do you think he thinks he has to go out there and try to end this fight?
Not only does he think it, I think he's right. I think that he probably has very little time left before the referee or the doctor's going to stop this. And he needs to be thinking that way if he's not.
How about that left hand?
Hands up, hands up.
Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging.
He's tired, champ. Come on, now's your chance. Oh, keep your distance. Move your head.
Good, solid right hand he lands there. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head.
Move.
Halfway through this round here. That worked out really well, throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. And now he's targeting upstairs.
Hook off the jab.
Now hugging on the inside. Keeping his hands up, getting way of his opponent's effort. Scored well up top.
Move your head.
I really like what he's doing here. I mean, if you were to pick any one piece of weaponry that you say aligns with what he is strategically as a fighter, it is the jab, and he's firing it off beautifully.
And he's firing it off consistently all night at the right distance. He's getting full extension on that punch, and that's making him effective offensively and safe defensively. He's out of the other fighter's range.
And that's the end of round 3. This is a classic example we're seeing here as we start round number 4 of just the busier guy taking the fight. He's up 3 rounds to zip on Teddy's scorecard.
Yeah, my concern, though, Joe, I have one little concern.
What's
there.
that?
Well, is he winning the battles, but maybe going to lose the war because he's really wearing himself out. He's working so hard to get things done. Down the road, does he pay a price?
He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. Good, strong combo. Good effective work with that straight right hand. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Solid straight right hand. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Hits him in the mug with the right. Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counterpuncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
And he just holds on there. Nice combination, landing more than one. Both were able to score. Big shot he just scored with. He goes up top and gets to him, hammering the head. 1, 2. And somehow, some way, he's gonna continue on here.
And if he's gonna stay in this fight, now he's got to avoid his opponent like the Black Plague.
We count down the final moments of this round. Not able to land the uppercut. End of the round, and he's had better rounds in the fight than the one we just saw, but still, it's very much there for the taking.
Yeah, whoever finishes up strongly in the late parts of these rounds, a lot of times, you know, the judges get mesmerized a little bit here, too. You know, it's a real close fight, and you kind of forgot where the separation was. And whoever grabs the last part of the round, that's who you remember. It's very important in this kind of fight. Finish up good at the end of the round.
Hands up! Comes right back at him with a left hand. Did you see that? How about that? He goes from being the victim to handing out the punishment. Lewis is able to get up. Teddy, I question, though, if he'll be able to go on. What does he have to do?
Well, he's got to know what to do, but what not to do. Don't use your legs. Don't try to move because that's the inclination. Get on your bicycle when you've been hurt. No, the bicycle's not there. You got flat tires. What you got to do is grab on the inside, clear your head.
There's no need to be on the inside.
Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. Protecting his head well with his guard. And there's a clinch after clearly being damaged.
And a clinch that he needed very badly.
He was stunned, now he's in control. Momentum so critical.
And that's the thing about this boxing game. 1 second you're in control, the next second you're not.
Blocks that punch. Lennox hurt there, and he's going to clinch.
And he needs to clinch long enough to stop those tunes that are singing in his head right now.
He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. Unable to score with the uppercut that time. And that's the end of round 5. You can have the best game plan in the world, but when your eye shuts closed like that, everything changes.
But one thing doesn't change, Joe, and that's the mentality of a warrior. You find a way. You do not give in. You find a way. You concentrate harder, and you see with that one eye what you need to see.
Dismisses his opponent's headshot. Big shot there. Oh, and he goes down again. The question is, can he rise up and continue on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, this may be a worst-case scenario for Lennox Lewis. He rises up to beat the count, but you know that chin is a question mark.
Well, you know he's good at delivering. Now he's got to show that he can survive.
Well, you can tell that this cut is now a major problem. If that cut gets any worse, I think this fight's coming to an end.
Well, that's exactly what the doctor would look at if the referee brings him up. where the cut is. It's not really as far as whether or not it's bleeding a lot or whether or not to us it looks like a terrible cut. It's where it's placed. If it's in a place where it can do permanent damage, the doctor will stop this fight.
There it is! That was a big shot that floored him, and it's a big shot that may end him right here.
That looked like the great pitcher, Great Maddox, his sinker ball. Boy, it went down quick.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Lewis is back up, but is he back in the fight?
We're going to find out in a second whether or not he moves his head. Now, if he does...
Big shot. Can he beat the count? I don't think so here, Teddy.
Now I know where they got that saying, falling like a sack of potatoes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's over. The fight is over. Lewis is smashed, and he can't get up. Unable to beat the count.
Ladies and gentlemen, by way of knockouts, your winner, the blockbuster, Marciano.
Now that's how you end a fight right there. Yes, he was controlling throughout, but he made a good, clean finish with the knockout.
Yeah, as a trainer, you want to know